Suggested replies is brand new to Outlook. So here is the email from my personal email. It says, "Hi again, where's the report? It's very late." I can say, here's the report, please see attached. I can click on any one of these and then it will create a reply that has just those words. And then I can do other things, of course. I can edit the text, I can add more text, I can attach files, I can do whatever I want. And then if I click send, then it will send it to that person. Although it does say, you may have forgotten to attach a file. That's a feature of Outlook since 2013. So I'm going to say send anyway. I personally don't love it. I have a better version of the features I'll show you later on. But before we do, my name is David Benheim and I have tons of videos on Excel, PowerPoint, Google Sheets, Teams, Zoom. So if you like what you see, then give me a like button and subscribe if you want to get more videos. I do about one a week. Another feature that you can sometimes get is suggested meetings. So it says free next Wednesday. I can see here it is suggesting a meeting next Wednesday with that person. I can enter a location directly here, or I can edit it over here in edit details and create another time because I'm not talking about any time. That is another kind of automation that's in there, suggested meetings. And I will just say that it doesn't work 100% of the time. So here is another email that says check in, say, "Hey Dave, how are things? Cheers, your other email." And it is a question, but it does not necessarily give me any of those suggested replies. I'm going to go through a better way to do this because I personally don't love this feature. And we're going to look at how to make it more efficient and less invasive. So here is suggested replies info. So here is a bunch of stuff. This is just copy and paste about what the suggested replies feature is. But it says in the middle, catch up on the 27th of September, 4 p.m. It doesn't come up with any suggested replies, nor does it come up with any suggested meetings. Here's what's interesting. These are the supported languages. This is directly pasted from Microsoft support. And then it says, when you use this feature, Outlook uses a machine learning model to continually improve the accuracy of your suggestions. This model runs on the same servers as your mailbox within your organization. No message content is transmitted or stored outside of your organization. So it tries to get better over time, essentially. Now, as I said, I personally don't really love this feature. So if you don't love it, you can turn it off. If you go to File and then Options and then Mail, and then you have show suggested replies. Here is the info tab. If you untick that, then it won't come up again. So there we go. That is the suggested replies feature. Now, what is the feature that I actually like better than that? So if I click on any one of these, and then if I go to this one, it has not only drafted the email, but it's also sent it. Here's the sign. And what does the email say? If I go into my outbox, I can see it says, "Okay, great, thanks, David." So I have pre-made this as a quick step that drafts this exact wording and also hits the send button and sends within 2 minutes. And this, for me, it's much better because it's really a one-click solution. I find this equivalent to clicking a like button in Facebook Messenger or other apps because it is a one-tap way to acknowledge what's being said and to be like, okay, got it, let's move on. And it feels a little bit more personal than the suggested replies, which I personally don't think are particularly great. I turned off the suggested replies so we don't see them popping up here. So how do we do that? It's something called a quick step, and a quick step is probably created for different reasons other than what I'm using it for, but I really love it for this specific instance. So quick steps are in Outlook since 2013, and if you click on that, you can see all of my quick steps. So here I have making a task that is next month. I have given them shortcuts, a task that is tomorrow or next week. This is the one that I'm showing you. This is moving my email to the MVP folder. These are some of the defaults as well. So how do we do that? You can click reset to defaults if you want, or you can click new here. So I'm going to click new and I'm going to create a custom one. And I'm going to say, great. and choose an action. It's going to be reply. You can choose reply all if you want to, and then you can choose show options, and then you can say, well, what is the text that's going to be in the reply? So you can say, okay, great, thanks, David. And then you can say automatically send. And that is the key difference to the suggested replies. It's a one-click solution, and you can even make a shortcut out of it. So I do Control-Shift-2, and I've used this for probably over 5 years now. I send it to people. Never has anyone come up to me and said they've noticed that I've done it and found it impersonal. You can set the shortcut, and then you can set a hover over tooltip as well if you want to, and then press finish, and then it does that. Press OK. So now I can click on an email, and I can press great here, or I can press Control-Shift-9 as well. Now what I do is I kind of add the shortcut over here so that it's easy to see. So I'm going to edit it, right click and edit. And then instead of name that, I'm going to do this. To me, that's Shift-9 space great. And then press save. So it just gives me that reminder of what the shortcut is. I really, really like quick steps. This is the instance that I use it for the most, to be a very, very quick way of doing okay, great, thanks. Interestingly enough, Outlook Online does have a way to do a like button on an email. However, that can only be seen by other people who are using Outlook Online. So the functionality is a little bit limited. But you can get, if you send an email out to 10 people, you can get, say, 8 people who click the like button, and then it's kind of nice. But it's not that useful because they need to be in Outlook Online to see it, including yourself. So here I'm in Outlook Online, and I can see that I have this as the like button, and I can do it, and then it can see how many people have liked it, and you can point to it, but it's only visible by other people that are using it. Other things that it's doing, it's got suggested replies over here, and you've got, are they helpful, yes and no, or you can schedule a meeting a little bit like we saw in the desktop version. And it actually gives you a little bit more. So it tells you, it gives you lots of slots that you can click from, and it tells you if you're available and other things as well, which the desktop one doesn't do as well. If we go to the other emails, so this one also didn't pick anything up. This one didn't pick up a suggested reply, and neither did this one. So it's got a slightly different algorithm to get a suggested reply, but the functionality is still there. Another great automation trick is if you have something that you preset to people quite a lot and you don't want to have to retype it. So if I click reply, I have here, please send me the Google Finance video link. So instead of me having to write out the whole reply, which is actually a link to the file, I can go to insert, and in quick parts, I can choose this one. So you can do this with all kinds of things. Quick parts can have a combination of text, hyperlinks, images, other things as well. Not attachments though, but it's pretty good because it just pre-populates this. Yes, sure, here's a spreadsheet, and you will be prompted to make a copy for yourself. And this is actually something that I literally use from another YouTube video that I make, which is it opens up and asks me to make a copy of Forex currency rates using a standardized file. If that's something that interests you, then I'll put a link to the video in the description below. So there are other ways to do that. Also, if I go to type Google Finance, it is. So then I can press enter as it pops up. Or if I type in the whole thing and it doesn't pop up, I can press F3 on my keyboard to lock it in. I have a few others that I tend to do. Some are about some forms. So if I go to quick parts, like you can book using the online system, hyperlinked, an emoji, that's pretty good. You can also have a client sign-up form or other things like that as well. So how do you make one? You sort of just copy and paste some text. So let's say this is the text. And let's say that here is the link to my live calendar. So I'm just going to paste it in here. Control K will open up that, paste it there. And then I can take, as long as I want to, a series of things. I can recolor it as well. And then when I want to save this, I can go to the Insert tab, Quick Parts, and then say Save Selection to Quick Part Gallery. Give it a name. So let's say Demo Link. And then you can choose which sub-gallery to do it if you want to keep it organized. And then press OK. And then whenever you are in a new email, as you go to Insert Quick Parts, then you have that demo link here. Something that does kind of annoy me is it does color code. So I'm going to reply here and I can say something like, hi, Barry. Let's say I know who that person is. Notice that it is making the replies in blue as it usually does with Outlook. So I'm going to pop it out. And then if I go to Insert Quick Parts and choose any one of these, it will then go back to black, which is kind of annoying because it should be able to recognize that this is an automatic color that it is doing. But unfortunately, I haven't found a way to do that as is. Just a quick tip, by the way, if you want inline replies that automatically add your name like that, I have another video that talks about this. It's a fantastic feature that I'll link to in the description below as well. So this is the Quick Parts. It works on Outlook and also on Microsoft Word. And then we can do the spelling change as needed. All right, so those are the things I wanted to show you. I hope you found that useful. If you did, then give me a like button. And I have lots more videos on Excel, PowerPoint, Google Sheets, Teams, Zoom, Outlook, Word. So subscribe if you want more information on those. Thanks for watching.